We're in Cross River State now, where Governor Ben Ayade has approved the immediate engagement of 30 lawyers for permanent employment in the state's Ministry of Justice to address the manpower needs of that ministry. Governor Ayade gave the directive during the commissioning of an ultra-modern e-library at the State Ministry of Justice headquarters in Calabar, the state capital. Shortly after inspecting the e-library and the launching of the revised laws of Cross River State, the governor says that with the employment of additional law officers, the work of the judiciary will be enhanced and services promptly delivered to the people.
Our challenges are enormous and multidimensional, ranging from lack of alternative power source in the headquarters and the zones, dire need of training and retraining of law officers and support staff, shortage of staff strength. We need lawyers so seriously, Your Excellency. As a matter of fact, we are supposed to provide a legal officer to each of the MD and the ministries, but we cannot do that because if we do, the place will be empty.
I can also see that there's been high levels of response to litigations. Of course, as a lawyer too, it's my responsibility to take care of my colleagues. But let me also put it on record that I have also seen a dramatic performance of this judiciary since I came into office. It's one ministry that have responsibilized to all the issues today. Lack of alternative power source. Define the capacity of generator you want, we shall provide that immediately. Shortage of staff strength. Employ additional 30 lawyers.
Interesting times indeed for those in the judiciary in Cross River State. Well, let's move on now. The National Agency for the Control of AIDS, NACA, says Nigeria has done well with funds it received from the World Bank-assisted project towards the elimination of the HIV and AIDS virus, which presently stands at below 2% prevalence rate. Director of Partnerships Coordination of the agency, Mr. Emmanuel Al-Hassan, gave the statistics at the HIV Program Development Project retreat for staff of NACA in Calabar, the Cross River State capital.
We had a prevalence rate that went up to over 5% years ago. It came down to 3.1%, and as we speak, I can tell you that based on the work that we've done in the last 2 years, both in the general population and in health facilities, that as we speak, the rate of prevalence is way below 2%. So we have achieved a lot of successes. More women are accessing prevention of mother-to-child services.
We have not been able to eradicate it completely, but we're working hard at it. School teachers have been trained, NYSC members are trained as peer educators, secondary school students and even primary schools are being trained about HIV. They are aware. So it's not like 1986 when the whole thing started. We still have more to do, however, but we're up to the task. We're working hard. You can see we're getting our team members reoriented, reinvigorated, re-engineered to provide better quality services.
Over 20,000 farmers in Benue State are benefiting from the first phase of the Central Bank of Nigeria's cash and improved seed incentives under the Anchor Borrower Scheme of the federal government. And Governor Samuel Ortom made this known in Makurdi during the flagging off of the program in Makurdi, the state capital. The scheme was first launched by President Muhammadu Buhari in Kebbi State on November the 17th, 2015.
Permit me to introduce.
Representatives of over 20,000 farmers formed into cooperative society groups for effective management are gathered here at the IBB Square for the first phase of the CBN Anchor Borrower Scheme launch. Governor Samuel Ortom, who is represented by his deputy, Benson Abonu, wants farmers to take advantage of the opportunities.
So there is the Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources.
While the Commissioner for Agriculture warns beneficiaries against non-performance of the loan facilities, some of the farmers believe that their lives will improve tremendously with this help.
It's a revolving fund that is supposed to be revolving for 7 years. If you pay back, you have the opportunity of reassessing the fund next year.
While the CBN Anchor Borrowers Flag-off ceremony was going on, Governor Otom was holding a similar event of improved value chain in the agri sector at the Government House. The outcome of that meeting is a warning on the impending food crisis that may occur if steps are not taken.
The importance of farming, and especially to smallholders, there hasn't been a proper support, and also the importance has not been given to them as well as on the food issue at all, because we are today running on high tech, we're running on things which we are looking at competing to the world, but basically we also have to understand that not a single person even can stay one day without food.
This is in line with our program in our blueprint for promoting agriculture where we have comparative advantage, also industrializing, because right from day one we identified that it's looking at the entire value chain in agriculture, not just producing or selling, but looking at the entire value chain, right from seedling, cropping, harvesting, storage, processing, and marketing.
Agriculture is one of the key income and foreign exchange earners. The President Muhammadu Buhari's administration hopes to diversify the Benue economy of oil and gas, which the country has relied heavily on, but a lot is expected from the food basket state, which currently accounts for 30% of Nigeria's food production.